I know I can't see. Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the James Caldwell Cafeteria. Tonight, Monday, April 20th, the Caldwell-West Caldwell Board of Education regular public monthly meeting is happening at 7:01 p.m. Tonight, the board met in executive session here in James Caldwell High School in room 105 at 6 o'clock p.m. The purpose of that meeting was to discuss personnel, litigation, miscellaneous, and old business matters. That meeting has been advertised and is in compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act and NJSA 10:4-6, also known as the Sunshine Law. The matters discussed will be made public when confidentiality is no longer required, and formal action pursuant to said discussion shall take place only at a meeting to which the public has been invited. Tonight, the public conference meeting is happening at 7:01 p.m. here in the James Caldwell High School cafeteria. The Board of Education meeting is being streamed live, but all community questions and comments will be welcomed here in person only. The Caldwell-West Caldwell Board of Education public conference meeting is also in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act and NJSA 10:4-6, also known as the Sunshine Law. Notices have been sent to the Progress in Caldwell, New Jersey, the Star Ledger, Newark, New Jersey, and Tap into West Essex. Notices has also been posted at the Board of Education Business Office, located in the Harrison School Building, Gray Street, West Caldwell, New Jersey, and have been delivered to the clerks of the Borough of Caldwell and West Caldwell for posting. Brian, can you please take the roll?
Yes. Mr. Diambola.
Here.
Ms. DiMartini.
Here.
Ms. Landalvi Jefferson.
Here.
Ms. Mack.
Here.
Ms. Grosso.
Here.
So we have 5 voting members present. We have a quorum.
Can everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Brian, are there any communications for the board?
There were none.
Okay, great. We're going to move on to the superintendent's report. We have a lot going on tonight.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you and welcome to all of our students who are here with us this evening and your families. We have so many of you who have really done some wonderful things in the fall and the winter of this school year. And just before we get started, please know that our students who have accomplishments to be recognized during the spring will have their time with us as well. But you know, we wanted to make sure that we recognized our students for all of the wonderful things that they're doing. And so this evening, the very first thing on our agenda is for representative of our JCHS theater program who's going to come up and speak with us about their experiences in that program. So if you could just tell us your name and you go right ahead. You have the floor.
Hi, I'm Anna Hurley. I've been a part of the drama club for all 4 years of my high school, and it would have been middle school if not for COVID. I think the drama club has done a lot for me personally and for, I think, everyone that's been involved. I mean, not only like the literal skills, acting, singing, dancing that we learn a lot of public speaking, like, hi guys. We learn a lot of stuff. We learn community, we learn teamwork. I've met probably some of my best friends in theater. I think it's probably just one of the most like welcoming communities I've ever been a part of. I think the most important thing that I've learned in my time there is that I can be myself and be proud of that, and that self-expression isn't something to like hide. I think the theater program does a wonderful job of making sure like each individual student can hone their skills and like have their chance to shine. So, great thank you.
Anna.
Okay. Thank you, Anna. And you know, I've had the opportunity to see our high school students in their production of Xanadu. I was also in some of the theater classes in the high school, just as an observer, and really our kids are doing some wonderful things, and the program is so strong, and we're very happy to hear from you this evening to represent that group and to hear a little bit about your story. So thank you. Next, I would like to ask Mrs. Abramovich to join us up at the podium. She will be sharing with us a series of things that we have some of our students here. We're going to begin with elementary and middle school students. I know the elementary school students may not want to hang around for the entire meeting. It's a long night, but we wanted to make sure that they had the opportunity to go first. So Mrs. Abramovich is not only the assistant principal at our middle school, but she is also in charge of our music program, and theater arts falls in that program as well. And so Mrs. Abramovich, please.
Thank you, Dr.
Right ahead.
Fenari. So I'm going to start with our students who participated in North Jersey School Music Association Elementary Band Festival participants. These students were nominated by their band teacher to participate in the festival on Saturday, May 9th at Mount Olive Middle School. They will join 100 other talented fifth grade student musicians from the North Jersey region to rehearse, work with their instrumental specialists, and perform a concert. Okay, and we're going to say Brielle Corrales.
Mrs. Abramovich,
Oh,
if we could just have each of the students come on up and,
Okay.
and join you up here, that would be great. And
Okay.
then we're going to
So-
stop in between each of the presentations and
Great, take a picture.
take some pictures.
Perfect.
Okay.
Brielle plays the clarinet and the piano. Jade Brown on the trumpet. Stand right here. Abigail Amasu on the flute. Our fifth graders, Lily Caramanga from Lincoln School on the clarinet. Audrey Schwartz from Washington School on the trumpet. Tom Provan from Jefferson School on the alto sax. And Reese Halterhoff from Jefferson School on the percussion. And we'll pause and take a picture?
Yes,
Or do you want me to do all the middles, all the music people together?
Why don't we do elementary then
Perfect.
middle? Okay.
Then we'll do orchestra. These are band, then we'll do orchestra. Okay, girls, this is your time. Next, we have our Region 1 Middle School Honors Orchestra participants at the high school and middle school Regions Honors Orchestra spent the day rehearsing with other teacher-recommended string players from across North Jersey and then performed in a very successful afternoon concert. We have Lana Brown, Lana, you want to come up? Because we're going to do the picture too. Jocelyn Carroll. Marcus Diaz. Jesse Goodgold.
Oh, Jesse.
Logan Kong. Abigail Molesky. Esteban Riveros. Abigail Scarpa. These are our 8th graders. I will now do our 7th graders. Vincent Dondero. Julietta Rapetti. Richard Matthew Tabang. Anyone else here? Okay. You're up for the picture. Congratulations. You want me to continue?
Yeah, just, so our next group of students, we're going to switch from the music field, and we're going to go into STEM, and Mrs. Abramovich is going to tell us a little bit about the IEEE Integrated STEM program and what our students did with that group.
Okay. So the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEEE, is the world's largest technical professional organization dedicated to advancing technologies such as computing, telecommunications, and power engineering for the benefit of humanity. With over 400,000 members in more than 160 countries, it sets international technology standards and publishes scientific literature. It is considered one of the premier top-tier publishers for scientists and engineers, particularly in the fields of electrical engineering, computer science, and electronics. The IEEE Integrated STEM Education Conference is an international conference alternately hosted between Princeton University and Johns Hopkins University, where teachers, professors, students, and professionals come together to share ideas about improving how science, technology, engineering, and math are taught. What makes it especially meaningful is that the work presented, both research papers and posters, is peer-reviewed, meaning it's carefully evaluated by experts to ensure quality and credibility. These reviews are blind, where the authors do not know who will review their work. At the conference, participants share real classroom experiences, innovative teaching methods, and emerging ideas in areas like artificial intelligence and STEM learning. Importantly, ISEC also includes a K-12 student poster session, giving K-12 student researchers the opportunity to present their work, be introduced to research across the sciences at an early age. In simple terms, ISEC is a global forum focused on improving education through research and collaboration while helping inspire the next generation of scientists and innovators. Some of our GCMS and JCHS students worked on research with Dr. Catherine Herbert, Professor of Computer Science from the New Jersey Department of Education, Northern New Jersey CS Education Hub at Montclair State University, to publish short papers and present posters on initial research that matched the conference themes. Their work was presented on March 14th, 2026, and will be available at the IEEE website, digital library, sometime in the fall of 2026. These papers will receive official DOI and ISBN numbers, making them accessible through libraries around the country. When I say your name, please stand up to be recognized. The posters are actually displayed in the corner when the meeting's over. Hopefully some of you will have a chance to take a look. Rosie Goodgold, junior at JCHS. The Benefits of Art on Health. Margaret Berger, freshman at JCHS. Genetics Archaeology, How Modern Bioinformatics and Genetics Collaborate with Archaeology. Michael W. Berger, Jesse Goodgold, Benjamin Irwin Anderson, Anderson Chang, and James Dyer, 8th graders at GCMS. Cybersecurity in Schools, a middle school student's perspective.
Fantastic.
And now, I guess it's picture time.
Yeah, awesome. Can we give them a big round of applause? It's pretty incredible. right.
So that was, we're still going.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So it's rare when we have the opportunity for our students to work with not only those at the university level, but then present at a conference like this. This was very special. And really, congratulations to all of you who participated and shared your outstanding research, ideas, thoughts, and learning with others. And just the fact that you're going to be, receiving ISBN numbers
Yeah,
for your
it's
research,
incredible.
for research libraries, that's outstanding. So thank you all. Next, I'm going to ask administrators, coaches from the high school for the wrestling team to come on up. So Mr. Devlin, I thought I saw you somewhere over there.
Yep, he's over here.
Mr. Romano and Coach Romano, if you could all join us up here to congratulate our athletes. You want to do them at the same time? Great. Okay, so Coach Keenan, could you also come on up?
Okay, Dr. Fernari, thank you very much. Board of Education, thank you so much for this evening. We really do appreciate it. Our great girls basketball team, our great wrestling team appreciates all of this applause and everything that they're going to get tonight. So that's awesome. We had an absolutely amazing winter season with all of our sports. However, especially our girls basketball team, obviously, and our wrestling team. I can't say enough about the quality of our student athletes, our girls and our guys, not only as athletes, but just as great people. They're a pleasure. I know the coaches love coaching them. They're a pleasure to be around. I was fortunate enough to see most of their wrestling matches and most of their games, and they're awesome people. They really are, which is really the most important part of all of this. Let me just say a couple of things about each of the teams, and I could go on for hours to talk about their seasons. I'm going to leave that to the coaches, however. But just a couple of things. First off, our girls basketball team was fortunate enough and talented enough to have two 1,000-point scorers on their team. Now, understand this. In the history of Caldwell basketball, Caldwell girls basketball, there have only been 7 1,000-point scorers, and we had 2 of those this year. So congratulations to Taya Fiore and to Addie Keenan. Absolutely awesome. We, this year, had the most wins ever for Caldwell girls basketball with 27 wins. And for the second time ever, we made it to the Group 2 finals, which is all of New Jersey. There was only one team in the entire state of New Jersey that was better than our team. And that was Manasquan, and I hate to even mention that. A little bit about wrestling. To place in wrestling, you finish in the top 8, again, in the entire state of New Jersey. Think about how many high schools there are, how many wrestlers there are in the whole state. To place, you're in the top 8. We had 2 wrestlers this year, 2, which again, first ever for Caldwell. 2 wrestlers place in wrestling. All right, Carmine Sipper finished 4th in the state. And Solomon Soriente finished 8th in the state. And just a shout out to both of them. Carmine will be wrestling next year for the Naval Academy. And Solomon, I just learned, as well as Yankee Maybe, have just committed to wrestle at Sacred Heart. So congratulations. We sent 6 wrestlers to Atlantic City this year. Again, the most ever, the most ever. And as a team, we won 3 sectional state championships in a row, which has never been done in Essex County. So fantastic job by our wrestling team as well. As I said earlier, I could go on, believe me. But at this point, I'm going to introduce Amanda, Coach Keenan, and Coach Romano. It's funny, when I was looking at this today, I'm saying, well, how am I going to introduce each of them? And I started to go through it, and their introductions are the same. And I'll explain that, because they're far different people for sure, but their introductions are the same. Both graduates of James Caldwell High School. They're lifelong Chiefs, which I'm going to applaud. Both have programs which I know personally are envied in North Jersey. There are coaches, there are athletic directors that come up to me and say, how do you guys do that? Well, we have great students for sure and great athletes, but we have 2 great coaches here, without question. Nobody works harder than either of them. And when I talk about them as well, I talk about their staffs, because their staffs are tremendous. But it's a normal week for them to come in on Sundays and shoot around or wrestle or whatever it is that they do. They'll go 7 days a week. And obviously that hard work has definitely paid off. Coach of the Year awards. You know, you might be lucky enough to win one in your lifetime if you're a coach. Again, I'm going through this. We've got Essex County Coach of the Year. We've got North Jersey Coach of the Year. We've got District Coach of the Year. We've got Region Coach of the Year. And I'm talking about both of these coaches. So it's absolutely amazing what they have done and how great they really are. But I'll tell you what, with all that being said, as great as they are, they care more about their players than they do about winning. And I say that from the bottom of my heart. There's no question about that. So I'm proud to have both of them as our coaches. At this point, let me introduce our head girls basketball coach, Amanda Keenan, and then our head wrestling coach, Sean Romano.
Sean and I both agreed that Dan took our speeches, so he took our speeches, yeah. So I wanted to call up my staff. They, were just as, played a big part, just as much as I did. So I would like them to come up. None of this happens alone, and without them, we wouldn't be here today. So we have, everybody knows, Coach Trimmer, and Coach Lisa. Yeah. So just a backstory, when I was in high school, Coach Trimmer was the head coach, and Coach Lisa was the assistant coach. So it's, came full circle, and we're able to be here together, coaching these girls to a state championship, which is what we did when I was a senior. We have Rob Citrullo. Everybody loves Rob. And then we have Coach Saito. Coach Saito has been in boys basketball the last few years, and we finally figured out a way to work together in basketball and not math. So it was nice to have him on staff, and we truly enjoy being together and also working with the girls. So I just wanted to take tonight to thank Julianne Grosso and the entire Board of Education for honoring our girls tonight. I would also like to thank Dr. Finari and Mr. Romano. Where are you? There you are. Mr. Devlin, all of the administrators, all of the teachers from Caldwell-West Caldwell School District for supporting us. The texts, the emails, all of those things were happening all season long, and it's nice to have the support of basically our entire district.
let's see. So along with all of our families, of our student athletes, our community, it just like every single game, the stands were packed. It's, from the beginning to the end. We had our usuals who came half hour before the game. And like I would just tell the girls, like, they're here because of you. Like they got everybody to come to our games the way that they played. And it just was like exciting to see all the fans in the stands that were there for us. Let's see. I just wanted to also congratulate the wrestling team for an awesome season, not only this year, but all the time. They set the bar high, as do a lot of the sports programs in our school. And our girls, like, we've seen that, and like, this isn't just happen overnight. Like, this has been years in the making, and that's a testament to their hard work. And like, it's nice to be able to be at that top with some of the other teams in our school. So some of the highlights from our season, like Dan said, we were 27-3, which when I was here when I was a senior, we were 26-3. So I was hoping for that one extra win so that we could, have the school record for most wins. We did finish this season 19-0 at home, so that's awesome. We finished 19-0 at home, and there was a stretch where we beat West Orange, and we also beat Arts in the same week, which was huge. I think West Orange was ranked in the state, and it was 2 games that we were down, and we ended up coming back. One was senior night, and West Orange, I don't remember what was that? Oh, sponsor night, yes. So the stands were packed, and we just, like, these girls just showed everything they had, and they were such exciting games. And I think that was like a little bit early on, and like it was kind of set the tone for the rest of the season. We beat teams like University, who we have not beat in a really long time. So it felt good to finally, let our hard work pay off and show. We also got the #1 seed in the Essex County tournament, although that was the first time ever we did that. Although we fell short by 2 points in the semifinals to University, we still got there. What else? We had the #1 seed in the state tournament, as we did last year, so that's always good to be able to play our state games at home. We were American Division champs, which is huge for us. To be able to compete in the American Division is tough enough, but to be able to win the American Division, this year we did share it with West Orange, but I mean, if you knew where we were probably 4 years ago, that's huge for us. So I'm so proud of them just for that. We ended up finishing number 12 in the state. At one point, I know they're just numbers, but at one point we were number 7, which was the highest ranking that we have ever had, and it was the highest public school at the time, behind the top non-public schools. So we did finish 12 in the state. We finished as Group 2, Section 2 state champs, beating Madison, who we had lost to at home last year. So that was just an awesome, fun night. We also beat Glen Rock to be Queens of the North. We won their Group 2 North. So that was at Bloomfield. Again, it sold out, and if you looked in the stands, there was a lot of our fans there, and there was no doubt that was going to happen. We did make it to the Group 2 finals at Rutgers. It was an awesome experience for our girls. That was one of our goals from the beginning of the season, and we went there, and it was awesome. To our coaches, like, this stuff, like I said, doesn't happen alone, so it was so nice to be able to have a group of us that, enjoyed working with each other. We'd spend hours after practice or games just kind of hanging out, talking about, strategies, and like each one of us has such a different personality, and I think that's what makes it work. All right, so besides all the numbers and winning a state championship, which hasn't been done in 30 years, I think what makes this team truly special is the girls. They had a chance to play with each other last year, so that was good. And then this year, they found a way to not just be teammates, but they were friends. They became family, and like it was just so fun to watch them out there and at practice every day. I think that was evident in the way that they played. They were selfless. They basically played for each other and did whatever it takes to win. And I think just watching them, the way they, the energy that they brought, like that doesn't happen overnight, and they figured it out, and they truly enjoyed playing with each other, and I think that's what was most fun to watch about them. I also wanted to take a minute to recognize our two seniors, Casey Pace and Taya Fiore. They've meant so much to our program. Their leadership, their dedication, their commitment have helped shape not just our team, but our culture, the culture of girls basketball, Caldwell girls basketball. They set the standard for what it means to be good teammates and incredible student athletes. So we're incredibly grateful for everything that they've done for our program, and I would think that they left it in pretty good hands. So thank you to them. So last, when they say it takes a village, it truly takes a village, and without the support of our Board of Education, our administrators, our fans, our families, it just, like, it truly takes a village, and I believe that we have the best village.
Yeah, agreed.
That's it. Names of the players? Yes, all of them? So call them up here? Or?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so we'll start with Scarlett Schloman. We have sophomores. We have Aaliyah Rodriguez. We have Adriana Brown. We have Grace Hodgson. We have Elena Kearns. We have Isabella O'Donnell. We have Sienna. I just threw it back. We have Fallon Fiore. Sienna Leone. We have junior Addie Keenan. And seniors, we have Casey Pace and Taya Fiore.
Yeah. Okay. Should we take a picture?
Ready?
We'll
Yep.
take a picture.
You guys stay right where you are. You're perfect.
You're perfect.
Are we getting it?
Good evening. I'd also like to call up, I have two assistant coaches here. A couple of them also couldn't be in attendance. They had to work. Nick Zara and Dave Pepe, please come up. First, I'd like to thank the Board of Education, its members, President Grosso and Dr. Fernari, for inviting our team here tonight. Also, thank you to the board for not only the invitation, but for the support throughout the season. You were always in attendance, and it never went unnoticed, and it was always greatly appreciated by all of us. I think even Miss Mack made the trip to Atlantic City to support. That was outstanding to see. Thank you so much. A huge congratulations to the girls basketball team on a historic season. What a ride you took the whole community on, and it was amazing to see and have a front row seat to most of it, to what we could attend. Congratulations. Everything that you earned was well deserved. Big thank you to our athletic director, Mr. Dan Romano, who is, yeah, you can give him a round of applause. Who's there for us every step of the way, and really every program he has. I also want to give a thank you to his secretary, Ms. Bravada, who goes above and beyond and does so much work for us. And she has to deal with me through emails, and I'm not the best with getting back to her, so thank you for that. Also, thank you to Mr. Salisbury, our vice principal here. He always checking in with us and always supporting our program. So I really appreciated that all season long. My coaching staff, two of them are here tonight, one of the most loyal, hardworking, and committed staffs you will ever find. The kids, as well as myself, are grateful for you. To our parents, thank you for all the support and everything you do. To our kids, congratulations on another outstanding and championship season. I think last year we were at Wilson School, and I said, we're going to be back here next year. You'll be on us again next year, hopefully, and we're right here, and I thank you for that. Our seniors, and I don't really throw this around loosely, but this is the best senior class to ever go to this school. These seniors have been to 4 consecutive section championships, winning the last 3 in a row. A 16-16 record, a 3-peat section championship, a program record 6 individual state qualifiers to Atlantic City in Michael Rankin, Carmine Sipper, Yankee Maybe, Solomon Soriente, Anthony Barrett, and Nico Capaldo. Two individual state medalists in Atlantic City for the first time in this program since 1995 in senior Solomon Soriente and Carmine Sipper, as well as our first 2-time state medalist since 2013 in Carmine Sipper, who also shattered the all-time wins record at Caldwell that stood at 128 wins. It now stands at 161.
Woo!
Carmine will also wrestle at the Naval Academy for the next 4 years, and Solomon Soriente and Yankee Maybe, what Mr. Romano just told you, just committed this morning to wrestle at Sacred Heart University.
Yeah. Go Pios.
To sum it up, senior leadership drove the boat for our success this year, and they will be deeply missed. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you very much for honoring our team tonight and the well-deserved girls. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'd like to call up all the boys here for a picture. Come on, all you guys, come on up. Thank you.
going to take just a quick pause for families to leave.
Congratulations. Can't wait to read that. That's awesome. Good job to you. That's awesome. Oh, we're definitely going to look at them at the end. Absolutely. Oh, yes. We will definitely read them. Absolutely. Congratulations. We'll definitely read them. Oh, you also it. Okay, good.
The legend himself. Ready? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna move on with the meeting as the kids file out. And I just know on behalf of the board, we're just so proud of all the children this evening. The children with their musical achievements, their academic achievements, which is so unbelievable and phenomenal, and makes the new STEAM lab that's coming to the high school in the fall just that much sweeter. That we have these brilliant young minds to utilize it is amazing. And for our girls basketball team, I have to say that they turned that gymnasium this winter into the House of Queens. It used to be the House of Lords, it is now the House of Queens. And they were really a phenomenal. And our wrestling boys, I mean, if anyone's ever gone to see them, I find wrestling to be one of the most fascinating sports. My children do not wrestle, but it's just you and another person out there, and you have to problem solve. And these kids are like, you know, they have their nicknames. There's Carmenuch and AB and Sols, and everybody in that gym is pulling for them, and they really are an outstanding group of kids on and off the mats, and that's due to their coaches. And I will say that we breed really great individuals out of this school district, right? We might not be the shiniest, right? We might not break all the world records, but we have really good people that come out of this school district that feel a need to give back, and that's the example that they're setting for kids. And I'll say, like Coach Keenan and Coach Romano, they walk so our children can run, right? And they set the example, and they set the bar very high, and that's why they produce the type of athletes that they produce. And I'll say that for all of our programs and for our staff, many of our staff grew up here, and then they come back here and they work here, and they, whether they're administrators or they're teachers or they're coaches, and it's just a really amazing thing to be a part of. So we're very blessed in this school district, very blessed. The president's report, really quickly, we have something very important to do tonight. Before I do that, though, I do want to mention that SpongeBob is going to happen before our next meeting at GCMS. The production of SpongeBob is Mother's Day weekend, so it's the 8th and 9th. So please go out to see SpongeBob. It should be amazing. It always is. I also want to let everyone know that this evening I signed the contract, part of our shared services agreement. First time ever. We share shared services with the Township of West Caldwell for our grass cutting. And for the first time ever, we signed a contract for waste collection, so our garbage, which is saving the district about $30,000. So our garbage contract was for $65,000. We went out to bid with the Township of West Caldwell as part of our shared services agreement, and we're now going to be paying $36,000, which is about a 45% savings. So kudos to our business administrator, Brian, and I will say to Mr. D'Ambola, Ms. Mack, and myself, who all serve on the Shared Services Committee, very grateful for our relationship with the Township of West Caldwell and the Township Manager, Nicole Boutnicki, who is amazing. She's very, very smart, brilliant person, great township administrator, included us on this agreement, and it's giving us some cost savings, and so we're grateful to them. And now I'm going to do something that's very, very important. I wish people were here for it. On behalf of the Caldwell-West Caldwell Board of Education, we are going to pass 2 resolutions this evening honoring 2 very, very, very special people. The late Frank Bolger, who was our crossing guard at Jefferson School, and the late Mary Olson, who was our crossing guard at Washington School. We lost Mary earlier in the year, and we lost Mr. Frank recently. I will say that I stayed home to raise my children. I went back to work a few years ago, and my husband now has the privilege of waking my children up every morning and dropping them. And he would always say to me, "Who is that crossing guard by the middle school? Man, he brightens my day. He's always got a smile on his face, and he's dancing." When he died, very few times I look at my husband cry. He cried at my dining room table. I could cry thinking about it. And so they're both very special people. So I'd like to read the resolutions for both of them. I think their families are here this evening. So if Mr. Bolger's family would like to come stand up to represent him while I read the resolution, that would be amazing. So if you guys want to, come stand up over here. I'm just going to stay behind here so I have the microphone. And then when I'm done, if you'd like to say a few words about him, you don't have to, but please feel free, okay? So whereas Frank Bolger served as a dedicated crossing guard for the Caldwell-West Caldwell School District, consistently demonstrating unwavering commitment to the safety of our students and staff. Whereas Frank Bolger was a beloved member of our community, known for his kindness, warmth, and daily efforts to brighten students' lives. Whereas Frank Bolger's daily actions directly resulted in the safety of children, highlighting the vital role of school crossing guards. Whereas Frank Bolger embodied the highest ideals of service embraced by the Caldwell-West Caldwell Public Schools. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education of Caldwell-West Caldwell extends its deepest condolences to the family, friends, and colleagues of Mr. Bolger. Be it further resolved that the Board of Education formally recognizes Frank Bolger's dedication to the students and staff of Caldwell-West Caldwell on this 20th day of April, 2026, and orders that this resolution be added to the official records to honor his legacy. Would you like to say a few words about Frank? You don't have to, but please.
Thank you so much. My brother, Frank, was somebody who wanted to make everybody that he came in touch with feel like family, and he loved your children, every one of them. I think it was his favorite job that he ever had, and he was a great big brother, and we are so moved by the outpouring of love and sympathy that has come from your community. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I'm not sure if anyone from Mary's family is here. Maybe not. No, okay. But Miss Mary stood on that corner by Washington School, right, Terry? I don't know if you have anything you want to say. I'm going to read the resolution, and if you want to say something, being a fellow Washington School parent. But Miss Mary was just the kindest soul. I think the kids looked at her like a grandmother, and she just was just a doll. She just was just one of the sweetest, most kindest souls. So, on behalf of the Caldwell-West Caldwell Board of Education, whereas Mary Olson served as a dedicated crossing guard for the Caldwell-West Caldwell School District, consistently demonstrating unwavering commitment to the safety of our students and staff. Whereas Mary Olson was a beloved member of our community, known for her kindness, her warmth, and daily efforts to brighten students' lives. Whereas Mary Olson's daily actions directly resulted in the safety of children, highlighting the vital role of school crossing guards. Whereas Mary Olson embodied the highest ideals of service embraced by the Caldwell-West Caldwell Public Schools. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Caldwell-West Caldwell School District extends its deepest condolences to Mary's family, friends, and colleagues. Be it further resolved that the Board of Education formally recognize Mary Olson's dedication to the students and staffs of Caldwell-West Caldwell on this 20th day of April 2026, and orders that this resolution be added to the official records to honor her legacy.
I just want to say that Mary's stop was on such a busy road there on Central, and despite the fact that it would be the morning and you would see, or the afternoon, and lots of children, and it would be very obvious that, you should slow your car down and stop. People do not often. And Mary was very, tiny in stature, but her personality was big enough to make sure she got out there and those cars stopped. You would open up the door at the end of the day at Washington, and it was like the minute she saw that door open, she was out there putting herself there to make those cars stop for all of the kids. And I actually had the opportunity to attend her funeral, and I will say it was beautiful to see not only, the people that were there, but to hear more from Mary's family about, she was a woman of faith. And she really lived her life by making sure that her faith came first, and it was very obvious in meeting her family and in hearing stories about that. And you could just see that caring for all of our children was definitely such a faithful calling for her. And so I know for many of us Washington families, she is very much missed, and we are always grateful for what she did for our children and keeping our families safe.
Thank you, Terry. And,
We're going to do
okay.
a motion to approve that in there?
Yes, sure. So can I have a motion to approve both of these resolutions this evening?
I'll make a motion.
And can I have a second?
I will second it.
Great. Brian, if you could take the roll.
Yes, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All against, nay. Any abstentions? Motion carried.
Great. Okay, so now we're going to move on to approvals. This is a voting meeting. So can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
And a second.
I'll second.
Okay, and Brian, whenever you're ready, if you could take the roll.
Yes, Mr. Diambola.
Yes.
Ms. DiMartini.
Yes.
Ms. Landolfi Jefferson.
Yes.
Ms. Mack.
Yes.
Ms. Grosso.
Yes.
5-0, motion carried.
Okay, now we're going to open up public comments for agenda items agenda items only. Public participation shall be governed by the following. Participant must be recognized by the presiding officer and must preface comments by an announcement of their name and address. Statements are to be limited to 3 minutes duration. Participants may speak no more than once on the same topic until all others who wish to speak on that topic have been heard. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. Boards use the public comment period of the meeting as an opportunity to listen to citizen concerns, but not to debate issues or enter into question and answer session or a cross-examination between the public and individual members. Please be aware that not all issues brought before the board will be resolved this evening. Boards may respond to public comment by seeking additional information or by delegating the authority to investigate the issue to the superintendent or her designee. The presiding officer may interrupt, warn, and/or terminate a participant's comments if they exceed the allotted time or are objectively obscene. Participants may be civilly liable for any obscene, defamatory, slanderous statements made during public comment. Does anyone want to come up about anything on the agenda this evening?
Hi, Liz Hart, 149 Ravine Ave. I see on the agenda under finance that sections K and L, the withdrawal of capital reserve for the Wilson and Jefferson School roofing roofing projects. But then I also still see the amount of $6 million, or rather $7 million in total, right, under the tentative budget. And I thought last week we had done the math, and right, and there wasn't going to be enough money to do $7 million after the Wilson and Jefferson roofing projects, according to what the balance sheet says of the $9.2 million.
Can I answer?
Yes, please, Brian.
So I thought we had, I know you asked a question.
Yes.
I told you that was in the budget, and they said the budget was a plan, and I said this was submitted and it would probably be less, but we didn't have to change it. So we can spend up to 6 million, we could spend 0. So as the budget was submitted and approved by the county, it doesn't have to change, but more than likely it will be less than 6 million. But I thought I had to answer that question last week.
No, last week, I believe I had said that there would be a $400,000 deficit, so,
I thought we can, okay. If you didn't, that's what I remember saying that, but that's the case for why it's still $6 million.
okay, so can you explain to me the math then? I don't understand how that makes sense.
So it doesn't have to, it's not going to be $6 million as it stands, but I don't have to change the resolution.
Okay,
Because it's
why don't we have to change the resolution?
Because it's a budget and it's a plan and it was submitted and approved, then I can do, as a board, we can do 0, we can do up to 6 million.
Okay.
So there's no reason to change it.
But if it were to, so if the board is approving 6 million, or the 7 million, right? Because the total amount is 7
They're
million.
actually approving a budget.
But it's
not a-
specifically stated that it's $7 million that's going to get taken from capital reserve. There's 9.2, but you're already taking 2.6. So if the board is voting for that resolution, it just explained to me, does that mean that the board is approving the potential to over withdraw the capital reserve or no?
They can't do that. You know
Okay.
that you can't spend more than what we have.
That's why that's
Yeah.
why I'm questioning why it's still listed as that amount.
Because I thought I explained it twice. It's a plan. It's going to be most likely less. The roofs are not 100% done that we're going to spend that. We're still waiting for the grant to be approved. So we have some numbers that are not definite yet. Again, it's a budget, and a budget is a plan. So it's more than likely going to be less than 6 million. We may have some extra money at the end of the year to add to the capital reserve as well.
So okay, so is that your
again? It's a budget and it's a submission, and we're not required to change it.
okay? So the state doesn't require you to change it, even though you know that there isn't actually that money.
I don't know that for sure.
Okay, so you're saying that there may be projections based on current spending of this calendar year, or excuse me, whatever, this fiscal year, that would then help replenish the capital reserve by the deficit that currently, if you were to do it right this second.
That's a possibility, yes.
Okay. So, and are you able to say which line items in the operating budget are going to be?
I'm not able to say that.
You're not able to say that because that's not public knowledge, or just because you don't know?
I'm sorry, what's the question? The line items for what?
For that would then replenish the capital reserve to get us to the amount that you are putting on the resolution to spend. So presumably we're underspending in some line items across the entire budget, right? If you're saying that there could be leftover money, which is essentially how the capital reserve is funded. So are you saying that that's how we're trending towards underspending? Therefore, that underspend amount would then supplement the capital reserve.
So when we get done with our fiscal year,
Right,
we will see whether we have any surplus.
right,
And the surplus, if we do have some, could go into capital reserve.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Just because I know you do you do your actuals, right, as the year goes on. So you
course.
can, obviously you could see whether or not you're underspending, overspending, right, by line item, just basic
I don't
budgeting.
go by line. I have, this is a $60 million budget, so it could be the sum of monies on various lines.
Okay. Which you're potentially projecting that there will be surplus, which would then fund the capital reserve.
If there's some extra, it could go in there, yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? No? Yeah, Catherine? Yep, go ahead. Don't rush, Kath. What, you sure?
She's to wait for the public.
Oh, you have to wait for the other one. Okay, it's not on the agenda. Okay, so at the end, okay. All right, nobody else? Okay, for now. Okay, great. All right, so we're going to move on to our voting. So we're going to start off with curriculum and technology.
Upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, motion to approve items A through G under curriculum and technology on this evening's agenda.
And can I have a second?
I'll second.
Brian, whenever you're ready, you can take the roll.
Yes, Mr. Diambola. Yes. Ms. DiMartini.
Yes.
Ms. Landolfi Jefferson.
Yes.
Ms. Mack.
Yes.
Ms. Grosso?
I'm going to say yes to everything except for A. I'm going to fully abstain. I was not here last week to be prepped on the HIBs.
Okay. 5-0, motion carried.
No,
and,
so-
and-
yeah, I'm gonna abstain,
And
yeah.
noted that abstain for
Thank
A.
you.
Yes.
Personnel?
Upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, motion to approve items A through I under certificated staff and items A through H under non-certificated staff and personnel on this evening's agenda.
And can I have a second?
I'll second.
And then Bri, whenever you're ready, please.
Yes. Mr. Diambola?
Yes.
Ms. DiMartini?
Yes.
Ms. Landolfi Jefferson?
Yes.
Ms. Mack?
Yes.
Ms. Grosso?
Yes, and with regret, Mr. Dexter is retiring, our custodian here at the high school, right? Dexter, I think, how many years, Lydia? Is it 41, 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get, but Dexter has been here like, I mean, he's gonna be sorely missed. So we will be honoring all our retirees at the end of the year, but Dexter, so, yeah, with regret, but yes.
Okay. 5-0, motion carried and regret noted.
Thank you.
All right, facilities, upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, motion to approve items A through O under finance and item A under facilities on this evening's agenda.
And can I have a second?
I will second it.
And then Brian, whenever you're ready.
Yes. Mr. Diambola?
Yes.
Ms. DiMartini?
Yes.
Ms. Landolfi Jefferson?
Yes.
Ms. Mack?
Yes.
Ms. Grosso?
Yes.
5-0, motion carried.
And then policy?
Upon recommendation of the superintendent, motion to approve the second reading of the following new and revised policy, regulations, and bylaws on this evening's agenda.
And a second, please.
I'll second.
And Brian, whenever you're ready.
Yes. Mr. Diambola?
Yes.
Ms. DiMartini?
Yes.
Ms. Landolfi Jefferson?
Yes.
Ms. Mack?
Yes.
Ms. Grosso?
Yes.
5-0, motion carried.
Great, and then we'll move on to public comments on anything on or off the agenda. And Catherine, I'm just gonna, while you're walking up, I'm gonna just read the spiel. Public participation shall be governed by the following. Participant must be recognized by the presiding officer and must preface comments by an announcement of name and address. Statements are to be limited to 3 minutes duration. Participant may speak no more than once on the same topic until all others who wish to speak on that topic have been heard. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. Boards use the public comment period of the meeting as an opportunity to listen to citizen concerns, but not to debate issues or enter into a question and answer session or a cross-examination between the public and individual members. Please be aware that not all issues brought before the board will be resolved this evening. Boards may respond to public comment by seeking additional information or by delegating the authority to investigate the issue to the superintendent or her designee. The presiding officer may interrupt or warn or terminate a participant's comments if they exceed the allotted time or are objectively obscene. Participants may be civilly liable for any obscene, defamatory, or slanderous statements made during public comment. Catherine.
So, Dr. Catherine Herbert Berger, 48 Ellis Road, West Caldwell, and I'm also here on behalf of the Northern New Jersey CS Education Hub at Montclair State University, which is funded by New Jersey Department of Education. And I'm just here to say thank you for letting me work with your students. It was an amazing experience. I think, you know, I was a little more interest in that than just random. But they did an amazing job. They worked, you know, they got to interact with kids from actually around the world. There were teams from Japan, Korea, China, and they held their own. So thank you, they're amazing. And I wanna also thank you, you know, the budget is out with the governor's office. We don't know if the hub is gonna be continuing next year. We have been partners with Caldwell-West Caldwell for 4 years of the hub, bringing professional development to your teachers. And it's been an amazing experience. If you want to know about our last few things coming up, I'm happy to tell you, like, you know, afterwards, but thank you so much. You know, we have a lending library for your teachers. They brought some equipment, and it's been a, you know, thank you. So I'm hoping I'll be back saying, we got a year 5, but
Yes, we
in
hope
case
so.
we're not, I just,
Yes.
since I'm here tonight, I also wanted to thank you on behalf of the hub, so, okay?
Thank you.
I know I speak on behalf of the board when we would like to thank you because you are just a wealth of knowledge and such a great resource. And whether we're talking about CPAG or science or college experiences, I mean, you're always willing to help and to support us as parents and our students. So truly. Thank you.
Yeah. And Catherine, we truly do hope that you and the Hub will be very intricately involved with the new STEAM lab here at James Caldwell High School.
You really think you can keep me away?
Nah.
I'm the lady who created the CPAC.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
If the hubs do not continue, computer science education programs and science programs will be continuing through PRISM at Montclair, as well as the ADP Center. And I also give a little plug to Yogi Berra Learning Center for what they're doing. Just because a partnership goes under another name, it just changes a little bit. We have one exciting program on my other programs that I fund is we're going to be having a day of AI and machine learning for teachers and students June 4th at NJIT with NASA.
Very
so,
awesome.
as I said, I'll send you a list of stuff if teachers would like to come. I'd love to see them there.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I wanted to say one thing too.
Yes,
I'm sorry. I don't know if you remember me about 10 years ago. I think both of your kids and your husband came into my office in Cedar Grove when we started our Dr. STEM program for the first time ever. And watching them here tonight get honored for something and seeing you here really like comes full circle. And so I'm glad to see them here, and I think it's like amazing.
Everything right
Yeah.
now is official on the record, so I don't want to say some things, but those of you who know where we started.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing, right? Amazing mom moment too, Catherine. Amazing mom moment. Anybody else? Yes.
Hi, Sally Goodgold, 63 Orton Road. I'm just here as the head of the parent committee for SpongeBob. Thank you for mentioning it. I just want to invite everybody once again, May 8th, which would be in the evening, and then May 9th, they're going to have 2 shows in the afternoon and the evening. Tickets are on sale already, and the middle school shows always sell out, so please buy tickets. SpongeBob, they're working really hard. It is such a fun show. It's a quick show. There's no intermission, and there's a meet and greet after the show. There's a lot of fun things planned, and it's my last middle school show after 3 children. So it's going to be a great one. So please come. Thank you.
Sally, what time are the shows? Like Friday evening, what time?
Friday, what is it? Do we know? Do we remember? 7? 7 on both days, right?
7 on Friday, 6 on Saturday.
6, I'm sorry, okay.
And then it is 1 o'clock also on Saturday.
Okay.
I just want to say too, that art, I saw the art project today that's a part of the fundraiser, I think, for it. Looks absolutely amazing.
Oh, yes. We're also, Music and More is having a fundraiser. Thank you for bringing that up. Today, actually tomorrow is the last day to purchase. It's a SpongeBob canvas painting kit. And then on May 1st, I believe, we will have a live Zoom class so we could all paint together.
Oh, how fun.
So tomorrow's the last day, and I believe it went out to all the elementary school students today as kind of a last-minute reminder. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sally. Thank you. Anybody else? Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Jenna Ficacci, 101 Fairfield Avenue, West Caldwell. I'm here tonight as a parent facilitator for the Special Education Parent Advisory Group, CPAG, in our district. We are having our 4th annual Inclusive Resource Fair this Wednesday, 2 days away. It's actually going to be here in this very room. It'll be set up quite differently. But we have companies from around our community that service and provide resources for families, children, individuals with varying levels of needs. Everything from social skills to speech therapy, occupational therapy. There is planning for those beyond 21. Division of Vocational Rehabilitation, DVR, will be there. The ARC of Essex County, which provides adult services for those with special needs. The West Caldwell Police Department is there, which is always a great resource. I'm just looking there's a list of all the services that are coming. I think right now we have about 20 different agencies that are going to be here. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday. I have some flyers if anybody would like to grab one. I have posted on Facebook about it as well, and I think emails have been going out through the district, but we always really encourage people to come. We have such great vendors, but the turnout, the attendance is not always where we would hope it to be, because we really would love to get the information out to families in our district who have loved ones that have special needs, because there are so many great resources and agencies and support, and even just meeting other families. We do have childcare available. We have wonderful students from the Honor Society we set up a little area so kids can come and allow parents to actually speak to providers directly, face to face, get information, things like that. So we would love, if you know any families that might benefit from getting some information, or anybody who's interested, we really encourage you to come out. It's always a really nice event. So I do have some flyers, if I could just pass them out. So if anybody would like to just know about that, again, it's this Wednesday, the 22nd, from 6 to 8 p.m. right here in the cafeteria.
Perfect.
Thank you so
Jen.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? Yep. Just want to say why Liz is coming up too. Jen, thank you so much, Jen. Jen, I just want to say thank you so much for, taking up the torch with this. I'll say like what I said at the beginning of the meeting. Catherine is one of the originators of CPAG, Danielle, myself. We all sat and when those meetings, right? Remember in the library, like when those meetings were just a few. And Jessica, yes, absolutely.
I think I always said we should have a CPAC.
Yes. And she ran with it. Thank you, Catherine. Absolutely shout out to Jess Wilson. And that's another one of those situations, right? Where people walk so others can run. And I thank you for taking up the torch. Like the fact that this is the 4th annual and it's getting bigger and more awareness, and it's so important for our special needs community. And so thank you, Jen. Thank you for taking the time out of your life to come here and plug it tonight. Alyssa too. Alyssa's the best. She's phenomenal. See? But it takes a village. It takes a village. So thank you. And thank you, Alyssa. Yeah. Sorry, Liz. Go ahead.
No problem. Hi, Liz Hart, 149 Ravine. I just have 2 quick things. The first thing, I just wanted to remind everyone, hopefully people are still listening, that the shredding event is happening this Saturday from 10 to 1 in partnership with the Caldwell Environmental Commission. The JCHS Scholarship Committee receives 100% of those donations for people to come and shred your papers, credit card, whatever, no paper clips though, safely and securely, which helps to fund scholarships for our seniors for need-based scholarships. So please come out, bring your stuff to shred.
Where is
we will
it?
shred it. It's at the Kiwanis Oval, so by the old Caldwell Community Center in between Calandras. Then also the only other question I had was just, I was looking for the budget on the website. Usually that's posted prior to the budget meeting, so I don't know, Mr. McCarthy, if you've had a chance to post that.
I did actually anticipated your question.
Oh, great.
I had asked,
I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
Put it on,
Okay.
Before I left the office tonight, I said, Liz is going to ask for it.
Oh, I was literally looking at it for
Yeah,
today.
so
Okay.
You should see the user-friendly budget. It may be there right now.
Okay.
Okay, so it's there.
Great.
Okay. 'Cause
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure he posted
No, I
this
know,
usually earlier, so.
I can do it, and then
Okay.
you would want it, so I put it there.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, have a good night.
Thank you. Yep. And before we just make a motion to exit tonight and enter into executive session, I do want to clear up for the record that I was not here last week. Thank you to Danielle for doing an amazing job, and she was at the helm, did not skip a beat, so thank you so much. And just really to say that the priority of the Board of Education is to take care of our educational spaces, okay? Jefferson and Wilson roofs will be fixed first. The field house is something that has to be addressed. It's not going to be a $6 million field house. We have no intention. I know, Liz, you're very concerned about what's on the agenda. I don't blame you. I know you're trying to make very black and white sense of it. We trust Brian. You need to trust us. We're not draining the capital reserve. No one's leaving the capital reserve with zero. No one's leaving the capital reserve with $100,000. That's not the fiscal. We are a very fiscally responsible board, okay? So where we're at right now is trying to build a field house that's going to work within our budget and not drain our capital reserve, okay? So I just want you, anybody watching, the naysayers on Facebook who have a lot of opinions to say, I do want to say on behalf of the board, we are not draining our capital reserve. We very well know. The reason why we passed referendum question 1 was because that the majority of enormity of projects for the safety and security of our educational spaces was in that first question, okay? When we went out to the public about the field house, it was not to ask permission to build it. It was to ask permission to raise taxes so we did not have to use our capital reserve to build it. That was told to us no. We shrunk the budget, we listened to opinions, we were told no again. But we have to fix it, okay? We're gonna fix it fiscally responsibly, but we're gonna fix it, okay? But we're not gonna fix it to the tune of $6 million because Washington and Jefferson need roofs. And to us, the safety and health of our students in those 2 buildings and our staff, that's more important to us, okay? So please though, I just ask, it's hard, right? It's hard. You're sitting from a space, we see things that you don't see. We try to be as transparent as possible, but I am gonna make a promise on behalf of the 5 of us. We are not draining the capital reserve to build a field house. It's not gonna happen, okay? I'm saying it tonight, April 20th at 8:18 p.m., okay? Brian wouldn't let us even if we wanted to. So, just so everybody knows that. He's definitely gonna keep us in check, but none of us want to do that, okay? We are going to come up with a plan that's going to build a building there that's going to be safe and secure for students and still leave us some reserves so that we can tackle any emergencies that might come up. Okay, so I just do want to state that for the record, okay? And very, very happy and grateful to the state that our GROD grants are open because that is going to help us fix those roofs responsibly as well. And that being said, can I have a motion to exit public session at 8:18 p.m. and enter private executive session?
I'll make a motion. Sorry.
And a second?
I'll second that.
Okay. And Brian, if you could take the roll.
Yes, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any nays? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Lady, when's our next meeting? I'm sorry, I don't know what, Brian, you know our next meeting? Just so.
It is
May 4th. May 4th, the budget.
Budget hearing.
The budget hearing, yep, great.